The new blood pressure guidelines, what are they? Well, my name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 23 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience. These new guidelines are almost ridiculous in my personal opinion. In order to be considered normal, you have to have blood pressure that's lower than 120/80. Now, 25 years ago, that didn't exist. Anything under 140/90 was considered normal. At that time, only 30% of Americans had high blood pressure. Now with these new guidelines, because the bar is set so high, almost 50% of all Americans are classified as abnormal, either elevated, hypertension 1, hypertension 2. So the situation is they've lowered the number so low that half of Americans can't even achieve that. So I've been taking blood pressure on every new patient for my entire practice life, and I could tell you that patients are getting very, very nervous. The only thing that this has done, and this is good and bad, is it's created a hysteria. And so I have patients coming in where their blood pressure is 124/82, and they're freaking out going, do I have elevated blood pressure? And the answer is, according to the new guidelines, you do. But I don't think it's that important that you lower the blood pressure to below 120/80 if you have no other risk factors. And this is just my personal opinion because blood pressure can vary. If you are above 120/80, even just slightly, it's considered elevated, but lifestyle modifications are things that you can do that very often can make drastic improvements in your blood pressure. If you want, just go to my channel, go to playlists, and I have a whole series of things that you can do, natural methods to lower blood pressure. However, because they changed the guidelines, what's end up happening is, because most people now don't qualify for considering themselves normal, now more and more people are being qualified for the use of medications, which some people have argued that these guidelines now make it easier to sell blood pressure medications, which again could be considered good, could be considered bad. But these are the new guidelines. If you have any questions regarding them, ask in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to answer your questions.